I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but look at this battlefield. This is absolutely horrific. There's just Imperial corpses all over the place. We've set the church on fire, ladies and gents. What have we done? Abomination to the Emperor. Is that a burning corpse inside? Hey there, you, and welcome back to the Indomitus mod for Gates of Hell, and welcome to the brand new ChaoticPinky test range, where finally we're getting around to testing the Chaos weapons. And what better way to kick off the brand new test range than with the possessed Leman Russ Chaos Battle Tank. So as you can see, we've got a brand new shiny map here, ready to be detonated. We've got the Swedish house, a lovely quaint church here, a little industrial centre, and an old abandoned shopping mall. And as you can see, wave one of the Imperial Guard here are making their way up, entirely composed of CADIAN troops here, the weakest units that are going to be fielded. Oh, look at that. We've got some covering fire going out already. Oh, no. The heavy bolter took his leg off. Oh, poor CADIANs. The rest of the CADIANs now are cowering in the alleyway, not wanting to budge. And frankly, with this many possessed Leman Russ tanks on the battlefield, I don't quite blame them. Oh, they're making a move for it, and the tanks have all opened up. Look at that. Oh, you poor souls. You crossed at the wrong time. The possessed Leman Russ is there, opening up, and I think we've got our first bit of building destruction. Oh, my God. Everything's just getting turned to paste here. But yeah, the front of the building has been obliterated, and this poor guardsman down here just leaking goo out all over the floor. Oh, my God. Wave 2 has entered the field, and now adding into the mix, we've got some Elysian troops here. So hopefully with the addition of a couple of plasma weapons and AT guns, we'll have a little bit of a fire-on effect here. I cannot wait for all of this to be turned to absolute rubble. Look at all that. It looks so green and pretty. We have to burn it all. So it looks like the Elysians now are trying to move up with the help of the CADIANs. They're heading for the warehouses again. This seems to be like a popular location. They've got to watch out, though, because these are actually fuel canisters behind them. So if they get hit, they're going to explode. And look at that. Oh, my God. A massive barrage comes in from the possessed tanks there. I'm so amazed that the Finnish house here hasn't been hit. It looks like a lot of the trees at the moment are taking a beating for the Imperials, which is good. But yeah, that was some absolute baller action there. Look at that. They've just blasted right through the warehouses. In that alleyway we were looking at earlier. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit grim now. Wave 4 has entered the field. The Kriegers are here, ladies and gentlemen, in their full might, the death core of Krieg. Again, lots of heavy weapons on them, lots of anti-tank stuff, so hopefully these guys should be able to give the Chaos a little bit of a run for the money now. Oh my God. Finnish house 2. Oh no, poor old Finnish house 2. Oh, it's been obliterated. The poor house. So we haven't had this one in one of my videos for quite a while, but this is actually Finnish house number 2. This one featured in most of my... Oh my God, I'm missing this. This one here featured in most of the videos is Finnish house 1. We've seen this destroyed a lot, but it's been a while since we've had this one, and look at that. The glorious detonations. Many Imperials were trying to take cover in there. And yeah, they've been turned to paste on the floor instantly. I like how a couple of the stray shots as well also missed and destroyed the buildings behind it. Looks like we're having to go at the farmhouse now as more Imperials try to move up. You can see the infantry presence getting bigger and bigger here. It's the church next. Oh my God, this is ringing in my ear. I just saw so many die. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm loving the destruction on this new test range. These buildings getting obliterated bit by bit as we puncture holes through them, and the Imperials are turned to paste on the floor. But still, rather amazingly, most of this is still intact, so yeah, we've still got work to do here. And the Chaos are more than happy to oblige. Now, one really awesome detail that I've noticed about this mod, which we might get to see a bit later, is that the last cannons here in this mod, they seem to set fire to things. Now, if it fires through like trees or something wooden, it's actually going to set fire to it. It's such a cool little detail. And so hopefully later on, we'll start seeing some fires as the Imperial Guard tanks make their way to the battlefield. Jesus, the bombardments from these things are insane. Look at that. They actually managed to destroy the fuel canister there. It seems like every time I turn around to go and look at the other end of the field, and more explosions happen, and I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so wave 4 is on the field now. We've got elite Karskin troops here who've moved up. You can just see one crawling into the rubble there. That's why he's elite, you see, because he knows how to take cover properly. But the Karskins here have got a big heavy plasma weapon, which is actually moving up now in between the buildings here. That was a bad decision. Okay, that was the light plasma gun. That wasn't the heavy one. Okay, that's good news. Here's the heavy one here. That big old bad boy. Now, that will actually be able to deal some damage to the enemy tanks. Should it actually get in range, though? I'll finish house 1 and 2 now. Almost completely destroyed. Look at that. Oh, there's barely anything. Okay, yeah. The last remaining part of finish house 2 has been obliterated now. I literally don't think that this house model can be destroyed anymore. My ears, man, are ringing. There's so many explosions. Jesus. How are these buildings still standing? Look at this. They've been obliterated. Imperials, though, still moving up that infantry, trying to break through at this insane chaos defensive line that we've got. And yeah, there goes the barrage. Oh, that's so many guns. It's so many. I'm amazed the church is still standing, to be honest. Just love how paste keeps appearing on the floor. Man. How many? Why are the chaos... The Chaos are using battle cannons against infantry. This is insanity. They normally save the battle cannons for tanks. But no, not this time. No chance whatsoever. Battle cannons for infantry it is. We're not going to use the heavy bolters at all. Oh, here we go, ladies and gents. A Taurus has entered the field and... He took the corner, crashed, flipped it, and killed the gunner on the back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first casualty of light vehicles here was the Imperial Guardsmen themselves. He didn't even need the chaos there. Oh, well, there we go. We got another one now. Hopefully this one doesn't crash. But he is just sitting out in the open, and that's bad. And the tanks are already targeting him as the rest of the infantry try to move up. Oh, that's brutal. Listen to all them tank shots here. Everything's exploding, and they still haven't managed to hit the Taurus light vehicle here. A Sentinel as well. There we go. Sentinel moving up, and somehow, yeah, that all got exploded over here. Oh, look at that. The last cannon. It shot through the house. The last cannon shot through the house and set everything on fire. Oh, it's so glorious. Look at that. The brutality here. I told you, them last cannons, it's a really cool effect being able to set things on fire. Now we got trees on fire. We got infantry on fire. It's starting to look like a glorious test field. I can't believe this just exploded infantry instantly, though. Looking at the Chaos side, it doesn't look like we've taken any losses yet, but I kind of was expecting that. Maybe not until the Baneblade arrives, anyway. Oh, someone just annoyed him. Someone just annoyed him. I don't know what that was, but someone just really annoyed him. Oh, God, I've just realized. This used to be a building. This isn't flat ground here. This actually used to be a building. Oh, another Taurus coming in now. Is this one actually going to get any closer here? No, it hit the wall and blew up instantly. Blowed up instantly? It blowed up instantly. That's what it did. Look at all the trees getting set on fire. Oh, please, more last cannon shots. Set everything on fire. Set the entire map on fire. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that, though. It's had its legs taken out, and now it just forms it, like, acts like a turret on the floor. That's a really nice detail. Did that last cannon shot just explode a man on the floor there? I think it did. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first true test for our Chaos tanks here. A Deathcore of Krieg Ragnarok tank has arrived on the field with a massive, massive cannon, lots of frontal armor, and twin bolters on the front of it. Now, let's see if this guy can deal any damage. Although exposing your side like that is going to be deadly. What are you doing, my man? Oh, no. Okay, so you got it one shot off. That's it. Turn back around. That's what we're after. Looks like most of the Chaos tanks haven't actually targeted him yet, which is good for him. I think he's a little bit confused as to what to do here. He is returning fire, though, and that's some really nice cover he's got here. Using the factory machines to block a lot of the shots. Meanwhile, the rest of the infantry start moving up, though he's on the edge of the map here, lad. What are you doing? You can't go any further than that. He just obliterated a tree in the distance there. Oh, and that's it. He's starting to get hit now. Oh, what are these actually shooting at? Looks like a couple of more Sentinels tried to make a sneaky approach here around the side. We're going to try and keep an eye on as much as possible. My God, everything's just exploded here. Looks like the Ragnarok's trying to make a work for it. So we should have Lehman Russies arriving to the field pretty soon then. Oh no, the turret to the Ragnarok there getting absolutely rocked. And it's gone. Huge detonation there. So far, successful defense from the Chaos. And here we go. Leman Russ has entered the field. This is your standard variant here. Oh, it's also another Ragnarok right there, which is sitting on the back lines trying to provide covering fire. But yeah, let's see if this guy can actually do anything. Getting some decent return fired off now from the Imperial Guard, which is good. It's no longer just an infantry massacre. But let's see how quickly this guy... Oh, this guy's targeted. I don't think there's any buildings left in the center now. Look at this. We've obliterated most of the map. How weird. All 3 buildings here have this one part standing up there. That's really, really odd. Something's cooking off. I think it was one of the old Taurus vehicles there, or a Sentinel. But yeah, it looks like this is a bit of a range battle going on now. Both Imperial Guard tanks here, happy to sit still and lay into the enemy. Still doesn't look like we've taken any damage here on the Chaos side. Most of them, all of them are still functioning perfectly fine here. I love the purple effects that they get on the tank shells when they shoot here, because they're possessed. Look at all that though. That's a lot of firepower coming out. And I know some of you say, well, that's a lot of tanks. Why is the enemy armor just trickling in? Well, there's a difference here, you see. The Chaos can't replenish their losses, whereas there's pretty much infinite waves here for the Imperial Guard. So that sort of balances it out, you know. Eventually, the defense will be worn down. It's just a matter of time and how many losses the Imperials want to sink into this fight. Speaking of losses, there's more and more tanks now starting to appear on the field. There's at least 4 Imperial Guard tanks now. And they're all, I think they're outranging the possessed ever so slightly here. Because they're all just sat at this back line, pummeling each other. And it looks like that a lot of the Chaos are getting distracted by the Imperial Guard infantry as more detonations go off across our battlefield here. Oh my god. Look at that. There's nothing left of the ChaoticPinky test range. Absolutely nothing left. Oh, it looks like we've just lost one of the Leman Russes here. Tried to push up forward. We've got more Leman Russes. Oh god, we've had a bit of a crash, ladies and gents. 2 tanks here have piled up into each other, trying to maneuver around. And that's not good, because they're now getting pummeled by them possessed tanks. Oh no, the church. We've set the church on fire, ladies and gents. What have we done? Abomination to the Emperor. Is that a burning corpse inside? There is. There's a burning corpse inside of the church. Oh no. Oh, what sacrilege have we committed? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but look at this battlefield. This is absolutely horrific. There's just Imperial corpses all over the place. The Chaos here have done such a good job of defending it. God, I can actually see tank shells whizzing past my screen. That's kind of insane. I love some of the attention to detail in this game. And I think, yeah, there we go. One of the Imperial tanks there just went boom. Although it actually looks like it turned its rear towards the enemy. No wonder it went exploding time. Looks like we've still got quite a few Imperial tanks though, moving up to that front line. But the ultimate test has arrived here, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, it just got a glancing blow. But yeah, the ultimate test is here for the Chaos. The Baneblade has arrived on the field and has crashed into a building and got its sponson stuck, ladies and gents. Hang on, I'm going to fix this. We'll be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Now where was I? Ah, yes. The Baneblade has entered the field, ladies and gentlemen. Of a fine test here for the Chaos. Let's see if this thing can actually deal some pretty decent damage. It's just rumbling forward, though, at the moment. Is it actually going to stop and start shooting? Look, we've got other Leman Russies moving up on the right-hand side here, so this thing is just rumbling forward. Are you going to shoot? You can literally see the enemy. Oh my god, what happened over there? Okay. Apparently the Baneblade said, screw you, Mr. Church, and just annihilated the church there. Just blitzed it. But yeah, look at this. We've actually lost quite a few of the possessed tanks here. I don't know what happened there. I missed that one completely. It definitely wasn't the Baneblade firing, so it must have been a few of them Leman Russies actually being able to come up and put some effective fire down here. The Baneblade, though, here is taking a right old hammering. The Chaos really focusing that thing down. And it is taking so many beatings. Hopefully, like I said, this allows the other Leman Russies to move up and get a few more shots off here, but I'm not sure what's actually happening. The Baneblade's not really returning fire at the moment. I think it's had its world rocked by so many shots. The crew inside are probably in shock, and it doesn't help. Look how small the Leman Russ is. Oh, look how cute the small little Leman Russ is here. It's such a baby compared to the Baneblade. I like how it's just taking cover as well. But yeah, the front of this thing is just getting lit up, ladies and gents. There's so many holes in it. God. Yeah, just as you come down to this other side. Whoa, okay. Yeah, another possessed tank there getting obliterated. There's so much firepower coming out. It's ridiculous. Looks like a Lehman Russ has just started to cook off over here. Or is that a Ragnarok? It's hard to tell. The Baneblade's still moving forward, though. How is that possible? It's crushing all the dead underneath its tracks. How is this thing rolling forward? It's now turned sideways. The turret isn't turning. I imagine it's mostly immobile now and it's just a distraction for the Chaos. But the Chaos have actually lost quite a lot of units here in the last few moments of this fight. Looks like a couple of the Lehman Russies were able to get a couple of decent shots off, but still, it's carnage down here on the battlefield. So many wrecks all piled up. The poor old infantry, they just don't know what's happening anymore. They're taking cover behind an exploded barrel. I mean, that's how low it's sunk for him here. And yeah, that's about to get targeted. I think the Baneblade's actually dead at this point, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, that's a lot of possessed Lehman Russ tanks over there. And I mean, we've practically leveled the entire ChaoticPinky test range now. The church is gone. The industrial lands are gone. I mean, everything is just... The only thing that really exists is the shopping centre now. Look at this. Lehman Russ. Pushing a corpse of another Lehman Russ out of the way. Using it as cover. But then, sadly, as soon as the cover exits, yeah, your days are cooked here, mate. You are getting heavily targeted, and we've just set that bush on fire as well with the last cannon fire. Oh, I absolutely love it. Whoa, another one's gone up here. That's insane. We've lost how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6. We've lost 6, that's it. We've killed Baneblades and like 20 enemy tanks, and God knows how many infantry and elite infantry. So yeah, we've got one more test here left to do, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my God, it's going to be a doozy. We'll be back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed that, and I do hope you enjoyed the new ChaoticPinky test range. Obviously, there's lots more things to destroy on here, lots more things to set fire to, but that also does mean that recording things can be a little bit more tricky too. As you probably saw in the cinematics there was so much smoke and it was really hard to avoid that it ended up obscuring half of the stuff that I was trying to look at. But sadly, not much I can do about that. It's just a problem when dealing with this amount of ordnance on the field. But as always, do let me know what chaos unit you'd like to see it tested down below next, and do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace.